Back at the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, home of the Victor Archie special. You got the special today, Enad. You were working on that cup there earlier.
The watermelon mojito.
Watermelon. What is inside that? I know there's some watermelon in there.
Mint. I think there's mint. I saw it somewhere. I know mojito is a Cuban drink with mint and.
Gives you a good energy boost.
Oh, it's
right?
very fresh. Yeah, I feel good.
Do you feel like you could go out and play about a couple of hours now?
Oh, yeah. I was going to go get coffee before I came here, which I usually do sometimes for the interviews. But I thought I'd try this, and I actually feel refreshed. And
I feel like you could do about 10 more, maybe 20 more segments.
Huh? Oh, I would do this all day.
What about the Palladium location? Another location?
Yeah, there was
a cafe now too.
I've been over there. I had the fish tacos, which were great, cilantro fish tacos, and I sat outside and everything. So.
Speaking about outside, let's get back outside. The rest of the season from this point forward, what do you expect out of the Greensboro NABA? What's coming up? I know you talked during the fun. I said you guys have got a couple of days off, so you're probably taking some time off for life. But you said it's going to get busy this week.
Yeah. Well, we have an all-star game coming up, the Home Run Derby. Our tournament starts August 1st, but I think teams are settling in here, and they might add a couple people here, to kind of solidify the team. Some people might have got hurt or falling off and stuff like that. So this is a time to strengthen your team.
You got a big time coming up. I'm going to pop in this interjection here. Don't you have the Bulldogs this week?
Yeah, we play the Bulldogs tomorrow. Craig Jacobelli's going to start. And I think from what I've heard through Dylan Cox, and to touch on Dylan Cox, he's been an RBI machine. He had 6 RBIs the other night, then 3, and then 4, then 3 yesterday. From Northwest, is now at Guilford Tech. And I think the first baseman from Guilford Tech is going to be the starting pitcher. I think he went to Wesleyan. He went to UNC Asheville. He's like 6'7", 6'8". Wojciechowski
or Michalski, yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Jacobelli's going to start for us, and that, as I said, they've made fun of me. That's our Super Bowl.
It's the big one. I remember a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
On the
I like
website,
to make football references to baseball, so that's a big game, and I'm going to throw everything I have at them.
Yeah. We're
going to cut off the fat and go for it.
And that's Tuesday night at Glenn High School
tomorrow, and then they'll come back July 21st at Leonard Center here.
So you're playing all over. You're playing at Guilford College, Western Guilford, Leonard Center, playing quite a few places.
Yeah, we're going to host them at Leonard.
Deep River Park, you're playing there too.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
Yeah.
How do you like that layout at Leonard Center?
Oh, I mean, it's very nice with all the changes they made for Greensboro College.
Yeah, because Greensboro College plays are now exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a lot different than back in the day when we played there.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking forward to the rest of the season. What are some of the plans you have for this rest? How many years ago have you guys won the league championship now?
4 years. But the league would be served best for these teams to rise up and challenge. To be honest,
you had a pretty good challenge last year, didn't you?
Yeah, the Orioles were first-year team and lost like 2 or 3 games, and the Pirates and the Marlins got hot and then made it to the championship. But you need a Yankees Red Sox. You need, just like when we were coming up, it was the A's and we were the young guns, and we lost to them in a championship, and we finally overtook them in a championship. And that's just the cycle of it. But I think the league would be best served to have one of those teams that are hovering right now jump up on the scene. That would be the best thing for the league. And then as far as the bottom teams, I think there's no pushover team now. From top to bottom, it's solid. So that's what, as a president, I want.
And your schedule the rest of this week for the Reds? What's that schedule again?
Bulldogs tomorrow. Wednesday, there's a team from Martinsville, the Piedmont All-Stars. They're actually called the Piedmont All-Stars. It's funny. I actually helped that guy name his team because they were a Legion team that formed, and now they're in the CBCL, and he was called the Martinsville 42s or something like this. And I said, well, if you're going to be pulling from different people, I think it sounds better if you have more of a, I mean, you don't have to take the post 42 name if it's different college people, but anyway. So he called me back. He said, I thought about that, and I just went with Piedmont All-Stars, I guess, to grab from down here. I don't know. So Bulldogs Tuesday, the Piedmont All-Stars Wednesday of the CBCL. Friday, the Catawba Valley Stars, who are in the top 2 or 3 of the CBCL. And then Sunday, we play the Dodgers at 7 o'clock.
So it's almost kind of about a busy...
Oh, the NABA, yeah.
Got like a CBCL type week in a way.
Yeah, well... as far as the league and stuff, you know, there's a bunch of teams right there in the middle to the top, and they'll be battling out this week. So.
Maybe one more thing. What about that Deep River Mud Dogs team? You faced them earlier this year.
Oh.
That was a lot of fun.
Well, we had an issue with there's a situation with a player cleaned his cleats on the plate as he was backing up home. The catcher, when they scored a run in the first inning, and he walked up to the plate and kind of hit his cleats to knock off. It was very muddy. It was very wet. There was no pick on the mound. And I guess the umpire got upset. And then in the fourth inning, walked 7 people in order to not call one strike. And I, for the first time in my life, I
took the guys off?
Well, when he said, "Take me out," he looked disheartened. To be honest with you, it kind of broke my heart, to be honest with you. And I said, I'm not going to let some umpire force my player off the field. I'll take my own player off the field. So I just quietly said, we forfeit the game and guys get off the field, because they were probably going to walk off the field, some of them. So 7 batters in a row walked, not one strike called. And in between that inning, I was told that he either needed to apologize in front of everybody, or she wasn't going to call another strike, or the umpire wasn't going to call another strike. And so I was told in between, and then I was like, well, that's probably not going to happen.
It just continued to escalate, right?
Yeah. If we would have stayed, I think some things would have happened. If there would have been a bad call or a bad strike or something, I think our players would have probably erupted and been thrown out. So I felt for the overall betterment of the situation, just to leave, you know what I mean? So
let's stop it right there. Come back. One final segment coming up. Enad Haddad at the Tropical Smoothie Cafe on the corner of Battleground and New Garden. Also located now at the Palladium in High Point. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Greensboro, NABA. Back after this.